How the Camel Got His Hump by Rudyard Kipling. Just So Stories, 1902. In the very beginning of the world, when everything was brand new, the animals were just starting to work for man. They pulled and carried and plowed because the world had only just begun and there was a great deal to be done. But in the middle of a wide, empty desert lived a camel. And the camel was the laziest creature you could ever imagine. He did not want to work at all. He ate sticks and thorns and prickly plants, and he lived all by himself, far away from everyone, because that was exactly how he liked it. He was rude and unfriendly, and he did absolutely nothing. One Monday morning, the horse trotted up to him. The horse had a saddle on his back and a bit in his mouth, and he was tired from his work. "Camel, oh camel," he said, "come out and carry and trot like the rest of us." But the camel only answered, "Humph," and that was all. So the horse went away and told the man. A little later, the dog came along with a stick in his mouth. "Camel, oh camel," he said, "come and fetch and carry like the rest of us." But the camel only said, "Humph," and the dog went away and told the man. Then the ox came up with a yoke across his neck. "Camel, oh camel," he said, "come and plow like the rest of us." But the camel only said, "Humph," and the ox went away and told the man. At the end of the day, the man called the horse and the dog and the ox together. "I am very sorry," he said, "but that lazy camel out in the desert cannot work, so you three must do his share as well as your own." This made the three animals extremely angry. They held a meeting at the edge of the desert and grumbled about how unfair it was. While they were grumbling, the camel came strolling by, chewing slowly, and laughed at them. Then he said, "Humph," again, and walked away. Just then, a cloud of dust rose, and out of it came the djinn who was in charge of all the deserts, rolling along on a swirl of sand. Djinns always travel that way because it is magic. The three animals stopped him and explained everything. "Is it right," they asked, "for anyone, even in a brand new world, to be as lazy as that?" "Certainly not," said the djinn. So the djinn rolled across the desert until he found the camel, lazy as ever, looking at his own reflection in a pool of water. "My friend," said the djinn, "what is this I hear about you doing no work at all?" The camel looked up and said, "Humph." The djinn sat down with his chin in his hands and began to think a great magic, while the camel went on admiring himself. "You have given the others extra work ever since Monday morning," said the djinn, "all because of your laziness." And the camel said, "Humph," once more. "I would not say that again if I were you," said the djinn. "You might say it once too often. Now, I want you to work." But the camel only said, "Humph." The very moment the word left his mouth, the camel saw his own smooth back, which he was so proud of, begin to puff up and swell. It rose higher and higher until it became a great big lump, a hump. "Do you see that?" said the djinn. "That is your very own humph, which you have brought upon yourself by refusing to work. Today is Thursday, and you have done nothing since Monday, when the work began. Now you are going to work." "How can I work?" cried the camel, "with this thing on my back?" "It is made on purpose," said the djinn, "to make up for the 3 days you missed. From now on, you can work for 3 whole days without eating because the hump will feed you. Don't ever say I never did anything for you. Come out of the desert and join the others and behave yourself." And so the camel went off and joined the horse and the dog and the ox. From that day to this, the camel still wears his hump, and he has never yet caught up on the 3 days he missed at the beginning of the world. And to this very day, the camel has never learned to be polite.